So
Okay.
maybe
Okay, arrays. Yeah, okay, arrays sounds great. Okay, here, let me share my screen. Okay, do you want to do practice questions or do you want to do an overview on our
maybe some practice.
some practice? Okay. Let's start with choice questions about arrays. Okay, so first question here is which index is the last element?
B?
You say B?
Yeah.
Okay, why is that?
It's because you're going by the index and the index starts at 0, so it wouldn't be the full length.
Perfect. Okay, and so the next question is which of the following declarations will cause a compile?
Let's see. D?
Can you say that again?
D as in dog.
Okay, so why is it D?
D, because, oh, let me see. Because it says strings, so it's type string, but you're putting in integers.
Awesome. Perfect. Okay. And to the next one. So what is returned from array 3 if array equals 6, 3, 1, 2?
2.
Perfect. Okay, awesome.
Okay, I think I got this.
Okay, what about this mystery function? Walk me through what's going on line by line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The output is 0. Output equals output plus. Okay, let's see.
Okay.
So it would be 10. So it keeps adding on to each other. Like the numbers, the elements add to one another. So it would be 10 plus 30 plus 30 plus 60. So it would be 130. Or no, yeah, 130.
Okay. So you see at the end here, it divides output by array length. So what does that do?
It would take 130 and divide it by 4. So, so that would be, I think B or D. B.
B? Okay. Let's start up.
Okay. So what?
Or what'd you say the answer was?
Oh yeah, a D? Is it D then? Oh.
Okay. So since it's an int, or since it's a double, it's not going to return an int here since we're dividing.
Okay, that makes sense. So it's E.
Any other guesses?
E.
E. Okay. Awesome. So what this does right here, output. So you're right when you said that it adds all the terms together, but what it does here is it divides it by 4, which is those. In essence, it gets the mean of all the numbers in the array, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to put this through the visualizer real quick so we can talk about why it's doing this?
No, I think I got it.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, so talk me through line by line of what's going on in this code.
Okay, so number 4. So first, an array of integers is being made, and it has -10, -5, 1, 4, 8, and 30 in it.
Yes.
And then there's a class, and in the class, I is equal to a dot length divided by 2, so that would be 3. So I is 3,
Mm-hmm.
and then AI, so a of 3 equals a of 3 times 2. So in that case, 3 would be 6. And then it adds 1 to I. So I is now 4. And so element 4 would be would be 16, right? And then 2 is 1. So you would have 10. So the first 2 would be the same. And well, the first 3 would be the same.
Okay.
Okay, then it becomes 8. So it's C. That makes sense. It should be C.
See?
C, yeah.
Okay. Okay, awesome. So why are the first 3 numbers the same and then the last 3 different?
Because I starts at index 3, not 0.
Okay, awesome. And so what happened to the last 3 numbers?
They change, but the other numbers don't. They get multiplied
By what?
they get multiplied by 2, so they double.
Okay, awesome. So we can move on to the. We killed that part. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's start with this one. Which of the following statements is a valid conclusion? That the variable b is an array of k integers and that the following string. So can you read what this means out to me?
The value in b bracket 0 is not equal to bi for all I from 1 to k minus 1. So the value in of index 0 is not equal to any other value in the array.
Okay, awesome. So what answer do you think it is?
So it's A.
A? Okay. Okay, awesome. So why is it A?
Because the value yeah. Sorry?
Can you walk me through your thought process?
Okay, well it says that b bracket 0 is not equal to any value for any of the other elements from index 1 to k minus 1, so it's including all the other elements, so it's not equal to any of them, which means that the value in the original does not occur anywhere else in the array.
Okay, awesome. Cool. Okay, so this one can you talk me through what's going on here?
Okay. So right now temperature is false. And for I equals 0, you're trying to see if the value in the array at index I is equal to the value. So Hmm.
No, what's confusing you here?
How temperature is equal to A bracket I equals value, but we don't know what value is,
Okay.
right?
So value in here. So
Let's say that.
Oh, okay. So it would
yeah,
be,
let's say
it would be A. Or B. It'd be B.
B.
Yeah.
Okay, let's check. Okay, so temp
Okay.
is
Nope.
everything inside here. So that's not going to be. Can you tell me what you did there to choose me?
I chose B because if that statement is true, then temperature would equal true, and then you would return true. So A bracket I has to equal the value in order for temperature to be true. Oh, okay, let's see.
Okay, so remember that we're in a for loop here, right?
Okay, yeah.
It's going to return the last value from the for.
Oh, okay, makes sense. So it's gonna be C. Okay.
Good job. That was a tricky one. Oh, here's another problem. This one's kind of long, so let's see. Consider the following data field and method find longest is intended to find the longest consecutive block of the value target occurring in the array nums. However, find longest does not work as intended. So if the array contains 7, 10, 10, 15, 15, 15, 15, 10, 10, 10, 15, 10, 10, they call find longest 10 the length of the longest consecutive block, which would be right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so which describes the value returned to. So it doesn't work as intended. So what does this do instead?
Okay. So
Can you walk me through the code?
okay. So first there's an instance variable of nums, and then you're creating a method which is called find longest integer target as a parameter. And so len count has right now a value of 0, and as well as max len. And in the for loop, if k is 0 and k is less than nums.length k plus plus, so nums doesn't have, let's see,
You can use the example given.
okay.
And
Oh, yeah, okay. So, yeah. If nums k equals target, else,
okay, so target is in the parameter, right?
yeah.
Okay.
So if it equals that, then you would add 1 to len count. Else, if len count is greater, max len equals len count. Okay. Then at the end of the loop, if len count is greater than max len minus len count, return max len.
Okay, so what do the variables do here? Like, what's len count doing?
It's counting the number of times that the target occurs.
Okay, and what's max len doing?
It's finding the largest number, right?
What's the number? Or maximum.
Oh, I think it's talking about the previous amount of consecutive numbers. It would be like if you ended up getting 3 consecutive numbers instead of 2, max len would replace it. Sort of.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yes. So max len. So what are we returning?
Max len.
Yeah. So what do you think the answer would be based on that? Want to walk through it again?
Sure.
What'd you say len count did?
It counted the number of times that the integer target was in the array.
Okay. Is it the number of times it's in the array, or would it be the number of times that it is consecutively in the array? For this example, would it print? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tens in it. Would it print 7?
No.
Okay. Do you want to put it in the visualizer so we can set through it?
Sure.
Okay. Are you going to do it? Oh, is it on there? Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so we're using, this is our array that we're looking at. And put this in there. Oh, oops. There we go. Okay, so that's where we make len count. And we make max len. Then we're going through the for loop. And so what?
It would be 0. Well, that would be false, so len count would still be 0.
Okay, good. Okay, so it goes to the else, and for.
If I don't know why it's there.
Okay, so checking if the len count. So we're counting how many things are in the array, and then so if that's bigger than the max len, then it wants to make the max that number because that's the longest consecutive numbers in the array.
Okay.
So, okay, is len count bigger than?
No.
Okay, so it just skips that part and keeps going. So what number are we looking at now?
10. So len count would be 1.
Sorry, what was that?
Yeah, what was that?
Oh, I said it would be 10. So len count would be 1 now because you add 1 to it.
Okay, would len count be 1? Or yes. Okay, so once you step through, yes, it makes len count 1. Awesome. And then do it again, and then
So yeah, now it's 2.
Yep. Okay, so until the number's not the same, right? Okay, and here, and so what's going to happen this time?
Max len will equal len count. Well, yeah, will equal len count. So now max len is going to be 2.
Okay, awesome. So do you understand what the variables are doing? Or can you explain to me what the variables are doing now?
I don't see the point of max len.
Okay, so we're doing this. Len count resets once we find the number. Okay, so max len is supposed to reset after
So basically, len count is counting your current longest consecutive. And
Okay.
max len is keeping track of the longest that you've had so far. So if len count is ever bigger than that's, we set max
Okay.
and you, yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So if we are at 15 index 3, what we've just done is we've set our max count to be our len count 2.
Okay.
In this section. So you can see that max len is now set to 2 because that's what our biggest consecutive list was.
Okay.
was 2.
Okay. So why wouldn't this work?
Yeah, so if we keep stepping, exactly. So case 4, we go to the if statement, and will we enter the if statement or no?
Yes.
Will, okay. Wait, so actually we don't. So why did you say we would?
Oh, okay. I guess we don't because it's 15, not 10.
Yeah, no. Right, because nums at k is 4 is 15, and 15 doesn't equal 10. So we would actually go ahead and go to the else if. So now we're going to check len count against max len. Is len count greater than max len?
No.
No.
So it would just continue.
Yeah, exactly. Would we do step inside the if statement or go to the else?
Go to the else.
Mm-hmm. No.
And then max len is still not greater than or equal to len count.
Exactly.
So it's 15 again, so it would go back to else if. And
then we come back up. So now we're at k equals 6. It's still 15.
Yeah.
And what the value again. So what happens now at this
Okay. So now len count is you add 1, but that's not what it's supposed to do, right? It's supposed to reset to 0.
Exactly.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. So len count is supposed to start when it finds its target for the first time, right?
Yeah.
Right. So if you had to fix the code, where would you reset len count?
In the else if statement, I would under max len equals len count, I would say len count equals 0.
Perfect. Yeah, exactly right here. So if we edit this code and do exactly what you said, len count to be 0, we run it. Now, if we pass in find longest and give the parameter 10, we should get, right, that was our longest consecutive string, or longest consecutive thing. So let's see if we fix the code. Visualize code. If we go to the end, we should be printing out. We should be printing out Yeah, here we go. Value 3. Nice.
Okay.
So what the visualizer just did is skipped through every single step, ran the function, which is the correct answer. So your solution fixed the code perfectly. Nice.
Yeah, we're gonna go back. Okay, so yes, this is the problem. So what would be the answer to this problem?
It would be D.
D? Okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay, so now we have a mystery function here. Here.
So let's see. The parameter is int numbered, and for in k equals my stuff dot length minus 1, k is greater than or equal to 0, k minus 1. If my stuff bracket k is less than the return k, else then at the end you would return -1.
Okay, so when would it return -1?
If the for loop fails, if my stuff bracket k is never less than number.
Okay, awesome.
No.
So what's k set to here? Let's say int my stuff is 1, 2, 3, like an array 1, 2, 3.
K would be set to 3.
Okay, cool. And then so
That would be set to 2.
exactly. Okay, so it'd be 2. And then so how many times would this loop run?
And so you're going to keep checking to see if each element is less than the number given in the parameter. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay. Do you think you know what the answer would be for this?
let's see. So where is it won't ever reach. Okay. No, I think I got this. So
You got it. Yeah, we can step through this one if you want. What was that?
Is it E?
Okay, so before this tells you, do you know why E is incorrect?
The largest value that is smaller than, well, yeah, it'd be, is it D? No, it's not D.
D.
I don't know. What is it?
Okay, so in the for loop, it's returning the second that it gets a number, right?
Yeah.
So if the first term is 1 in an array of length 3, then it's going to return that and stop going through the for loop, right?
Mm-hmm.
So starting in this k starts at 0, right? And then goes up.
Yeah.
In this case, where does k start and when does it end?
It ends when you reach a number smaller than number, or if you reach the end of the array.
Or how about in the for loop? Like, forget about what's going on the inside.
Okay.
Yeah, just forget about that part for a second. So what's going on here? Like, when would the for loop start and end?
So what does mystuff.length minus 1 represent? Which index is that?
It would be the last index.
Exactly, right.
Okay.
And k greater than or equal to 0. 0 is the first index, right?
Mm-hmm.
What we're doing here is we're looping through my stuff array, or starting from the end and working to the front.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're looking at the last element first, and then we go and try out this if statement. If that element is less than some num that we pass in, we're going to return that index.
Yeah.
If we don't find it, so if we entire array, we go through the whole for loop, we don't find it.
Okay.
Okay. So now the question's in terms of m and n, what does m equal, or what does this stuff contain after executing mystery n? It's not e, but let's look at these other answers. Function m plus 1 through mystuff.length minus 1 are greater than or equal to n.
That may yeah, I think that's right.
Okay. Why do you think that one's right?
Well, actually, no, that wouldn't be right because m is not referring to the index. Oh, it is referring to the index. Yeah, it would because you're starting from the end. That means that it failed. The for loop didn't work until it reached k. So that meant that every other value had to be greater than n until it reached k, and so that value was returned. So
okay.
Yeah.
We'll try A. Let's see. Correct. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. So we were just lucky that it was A. I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, the answer is A. Your mystery function steps backwards through the array until the first value less than num returns that index where that value is found. So nothing is known about the other elements of the array prior to the index at which the condition is met.
Okay.
Any questions on this one?
No.
Okay, can you explain to me why B would be wrong?
Because we're starting at the end of the array, not the beginning. And
so what would 0 through n be?
We haven't tested them, so we don't know whether they would be less than n or greater than n, but it is possible. But we stopped before we reached there.
Okay, awesome. Another one of these little functions.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, just talk to me line by line, and we'll try and figure out what's going on here.
Okay, so the integer lock equals the length of the array divided by 2. And so for k equals 0, k is less than r dot length, k plus plus. So here it's starting, the test is starting at the beginning of the array. If our array k is greater than array lock equals k. So Um, so we're basically seeing if the values will be greater than the middle value of the array. Because when you divide r.length by 2, you're finding the middle index, and you're checking each to see if they will, each value to see if it will, how it is in comparison to lock. So if, okay, so it checks to see which value is greater. So, it's C. Is it C?
Okay, can you talk me through the different answers?
Okay,
Yeah.
so returns the index of the largest value in array R. Well, yeah, that could work too. It's
Okay.
so. Okay, it's A. V is saying. Okay.
So, is that what you want to try?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay.
So tell me why A is correct.
Because you're comparing each value to array K to array lock, and so if array K is greater than array lock, you are immediately changing lock to equal K. And so you're finding out what the largest value of the array is.
Okay, awesome. Good job. Here we have another one. So being an array and then ask what happens once it goes through this function. The second term after you go through the function.
Okay. So
can you tell me what's going on with these numbers in this?
okay, so the array is the built-in array A is created, and you're trying to see what is the value in the first in index 1 after you run
Yep.
the method. So A1 equals A1 minus 1. So it would be 6.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, so then what happens in the return statement?
It returns the first element in A, which is now 6 times 2, so it would be 12, but it's not changing the element in the index, so it would still be 6. So is it D?
What was that? I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Is it D?
D? Okay, is that what?
Yeah.
So.
Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay, it's 2. It's B. Okay.
Okay, so. Okay, what happened here that you're changing your answer? Why is that?
Because the index is not 0, it's 1.
Awesome. Okay, great. And then awesome how you change in the return statement. Perfect. Okay, so what is the maximum amount of times that hello could possibly be printed in our little for loop here.
Okay. A.
Okay, let's try it. Okay, awesome. Why?
Because it starts at index 1 and it continues until the last index. Whereas if it started on index 0 and continued to the last index, you would be including the entire length. But here you're missing 1, so it would be k minus 1.
Okay, awesome. Good job. So next one. So we have another method here, and they give you what the array is. What are the contents of the array after it executes?
Okay, so for int k equals data dot length minus 1, k is greater than 0, k minus equals k minus 1. Okay.
So how's the for loop going through the array?
What do you say? Sorry, I can't hear you.
Sorry. When the for loop is going through the array, where does it start and end?
Oh, it starts at the end of the array, so it would start at index 4.
Or like here, where would it?
At 6.
So it starts 6, and then where does it end?
Ends at 2. No, it doesn't.
It ends at 2.
8.
It
ends at 8? Yeah.
Okay, why does it end at 8?
Otherwise, you would get an out of bounds error because you're doing data k minus 1. So you get 0 minus 1.
Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. So what does this line do to the...
It changes the index, the value of the index, 1 minus the index, by adding the value at the index plus the value of 1 minus the index. So
what would happen to 6?
So 6 will stay the same.
Okay, why's that?
Because you're not including that index in the for loop. You're immediately subtracting 1 from it. So it would start at the next index. So at 9.
Yes, awesome. So what happened to the 9?
So 9 will be 6 plus 9. So 9 will be 15.
15? Okay. So what do you think the answer to this will be?
E. Oh, wait, let me continue. So then that would be 15, then it'd be 25. Yeah, I think it would still be E.
Did you say B?
E as in egg.
E, okay.
Okay.
Perfect. So why E?
Because it will continue to do that same process until it reaches index 1. So it won't go out of bounds. It will, yeah, so that's what you would get.
Okay, so why isn't there an index out of bounds exception?
Because you have data bracket k minus 1. And so does it include k to be 0 also? Oh, in the for loop, in the requirements? And so if k was 0, there would be an index out of bounds exception, but it's not, so you don't have that issue.
Okay, awesome. You're on top of it. Okay, so with this one, so they give you two arrays. Ask will have, well, R1 will be after copy array finishes executing. Can you talk me through these lines?
Okay. So for int I equals array 1 dot length divided by 2, so you're taking the length and you're dividing it by 2. I is less than R1 dot length, I plus plus. So right now I can tell that you are starting from the middle.
Mm-hmm. Are you there? Ruth? Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
We were so close.
Okay, well, it seems like so we're gonna end the webinar here for tonight. We covered array multiple choice questions. Thanks for anyone watching.